Welcome to the show. I'm Ben the Paralegal. So grateful and blessed to be here with you today. I'd like to thank you for being here with me. And today we're going to talk about how I would become a paralegal in 2026 if I was starting over. So first thing, if you haven't liked, subscribed, and followed, please do that. And also prouniversity.com is where we offer all our services and products for more in-depth detail on how to be a successful LDA paralegal and legal professional. And we would like you to go over there and check it out. Just so you know, I'm one of the instructors over there, and I look forward to seeing you there as well. And now I'll move forward with today's show. So we want to be a paralegal in 2026. So in the state of California, you are required to get a paralegal certificate to be a paralegal or an LDA. Let's talk a little bit about LDA versus paralegal. So an LDA is the legal document assistant. A paralegal is somebody who is monitored and supervised by an attorney. They do almost identical things. One has the supervision of an attorney and one does not. There's another thing called UPL, which is unauthorized practice of law. We want to be really careful with that as an LDA and paralegal. So we don't want to ever give legal advice when it's not appropriate. And just so you know, over at proparaleguluniversity.com, we have courses on ethics and real life situations where you can make sure that you do not get yourself in any trouble in regards to this issue, while offering great products and services and allowing your clients to be successful in court and also with you as a client. So the first thing we want to do in the state of California is go get our paralegal certificate. And that can take between 12 and 24 months, depending on where you do it. I did mine online. It was actually a place called legalstudies.edu. I highly encourage you to go there. You can also go to proparaleguluniversity.com, and we have links to other online places that we highly recommend. So if you go ahead and get your paralegal certificate, or you're in a state that doesn't require it, which I believe is every other state. There's one other state that does require it. I don't remember offhand, but the state of California does. You don't need a paralegal certificate to be an LDA or a paralegal, and you can go ahead and either work for an attorney or work for yourself. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you begin your paralegal practice as an LDA or a paralegal is you're going to need some clients. So you can either apply to work for an attorney. I've worked for attorneys, I've worked for the courts, and I've also worked for third parties, and I certainly have worked for the general public. I prefer working for the general public. There is an endless amount of clients, and in my opinion, they're the most grateful and appreciate the work the most. Working for attorneys can be a challenge. They're very stressed out and very demanding, and not to insult them in any way, I think that's a very difficult job, but they certainly will take the lion's share of the money and have you do the lion's share of the work. So what we want to do is get a website and get a phone number. And we also want to be available for our clients, email, text, and also online 24/7 at all times. And over at proparaleguluniversity.com, we can assist you with setting up all these income streams and avenues to make sure these clients can reach you. And we can also set it up where you can work for attorneys. And just so you know, where I work and the many businesses I own, I work for attorneys, the courts, and also the general public, and you can do all of those simultaneously. There's no rule that says you can just work for attorneys or you can just work for the general public. When you work for the general public, you're an LDA. When you work for an attorney, you're a paralegal. And when you work for the courts, you can be a process server or many other things. And we can explain all that to you at proparaleguluniversity.com. And if you haven't already, please follow and subscribe. And just so you know, my name is Ben the Paralegal, and we're going to do a lot of shows here about how to be a professional, amazing, profitable, and super interesting, adventurous paralegal in 2026. And if you want to go over to proparaleguluniversity.com, there is resources, courses. I'm also an instructor over there, and we can teach you how to be successful in today's marketplace. I'm so grateful and blessed to have spent this time with you, and I look forward to seeing you again. My name is Ben the Paralegal, and you have a great day.